Got y'all a good one. Snatching the motor out of the Nova. Now, if you're new to the channel, this is my 76 Nova. I picked this thing up, I don't know, a couple weeks back, maybe a month or so ago. It's got a nice 350 in it with double hump heads, turbo 350 transmission, and a 4.9-inch in the rear, I do believe. And that's really all this car is worth. That's why I bought it, was to get the drivetrain out of it for a future little project. But I mean, it's just, some of the subscribers, they want me to fix it up, put some brakes on it and all that stuff. But guys, she is just so far gone. I mean, it's trash. I cannot find anybody that wants anything off of it just because of how bad it is. Yeah, so I mean, I got a wife and 2 kids, guys. Work a full-time job. That's what messed me up. I worked overtime on last Friday, and then I worked 10 hours overtime this Friday. So then my mom had to go to the emergency room last night, and then my wife had a wedding shower today. So I'm out here at like 4:50, you know. Day is done, and I got today and a little bit of tomorrow to get this done. So kids are coming out, so they're going to be hanging out with us today, working on this mess as the sun's going down. But you know, we're going to get it done. It shouldn't take too long to get the motor and drivetrain out of this rig. What? I see you. So yeah, we'll get this thing pulled around, get it into the surgery bay, and we're going to rip it to pieces. Alright, so we got this turd pulled in the base. So step number 1 is we're going to get our makeshift fuel system out of here real quick. And we're going to knock this hood off. Get it out of the way. Make it a little bit easier for you guys to see and me to see. Because if I can't see, y'all can't see, nobody's happy. And my video gets like 3 views, and that's about it. So I'm going to knock this out of here real quick. Get gas everywhere. Oh, all right. Race tank taking off. Good job, man. All right, we're gonna finish knocking this hood off real quick. It's a 7/16. Ta-da! There it is. Safety first, guys. Almost took that hood to the chin. Now we got some light on this situation. Need to probably go ahead, drain the rad, get the hoses off. Since this thing has been stripped for drag racing, you can see everything. And that's a good thing. Forgot, we need to get the battery out too. Uninstalled. Alright. So I got the car jacked up just a touch. Let's see if I can get to this hose clamp down here. Pro tip, guys, you got a stubborn hose, spin it a little bit. She should pop right off, and then you can not catch any of the coolant that you're trying to take out of the engine. You just let every bit of it go on the ground where you're going to be laying. Perfect. So next step of the plan we don't have. We're going to see about getting this carburetor off here. Go ahead and get it out of the way. I do have a lift plate that I made. Well, we made it on the channel a little while back, but it's for a spread bore. So I'm gonna see if I can retrofit it onto this real quick, and if not, we're just gonna grab some chain and get after it. Please don't do this. If you're not gonna use a dadgum AN style fitting, don't put these on here, because these things are sharp as razor blades and they will poke you and it hurts. So just get you a dadgum AN line that has a hose barb on the end. See that? It just poked the crap out of my thumb. And then go straight to that. Or buy one of these fuel logs that has an AN style thread on the end of it. Probably just go ahead and put that right back where it was. It worked for however many years. No sense it can't work for another couple. Oh, that baby's a nylock. It had about 3 threads showing on the end, so Morski'd be proud of that bad boy. Y'all comment him in. Tell him whoever built this did a good job. Get our nut back. Alright, so next step, we need to see about knocking these self-tappers out. Probably going to be a bear. Oh yeah, y'all can call me the channel lock man. Tell you what, whenever I worked at the paper mill, if you couldn't get it with a pair of channel locks, I didn't want to work on it. Daggum channel locks will save your butt. Alright, that's it. We're going to go put this in radiator storage. This, sorry, excuse for an electric fan setup. I think we're going to let the junkyard have it. The next plan here is we're going to see if we can knock these long tubes out of the way. Just go ahead and probably lay them to the side. We'll try to fish them out, but I'm not going to fight with them for 30-45 minutes, guys. We're going to go ahead and hit these bad boys with the preemptive sniper PB shot. Let them soak for 15 seconds. So somebody undoubtedly, you know, I mean, these headers have been on here for a while, but they haven't been on here for forever. So it seems like they're gonna come out pretty easy, and that's good news. You can sit here and fight with these turds for a while. Alright guys, so the process of pulling these headers out should be jack it up pretty high and they should fall out through the bottom. This starter might be in the way. The other side, it fell out pretty easy, but we'll see. Need to jack it up a little bit more and roll it. I don't want to drop the starter. There you go. Falls right out.
Papa.
Hey, let me do it, son.
Why? Is this me?
I got it. So guys, the next step of the plan that we don't have is we're going to jack the rear end up and drop the drive shaft and go ahead and get the transmission mount out.
Oh, what's that noise? So squeaky.
It's the jack, son. All right, we got jack stands up under it now. Give it the shake test. Yeah. I think we're good. Now look what these rednecks is out here doing. Southern Alabama, folks. Fireworks a year round. All right, y'all. So step number 552. Crawl up under here and start loosening the U-bolts, whatever you call them, for the drive shaft. And we're gonna get the drive shaft out, and then we'll knock the transmission mount out. Drop a bunch of ATF on the ground. Greta Thunberg will be happy about that. But you know what? She ain't here to say nothing to us rednecks. I'll check back with you in about, I don't know, hopefully just a few minutes. And we'll be setting up the chain, start yanking. All right, guys. We got everything underneath the car done. So now we'll drop her back down, roll it out a little bit so we can have some room for the cherry picker. Snatch this baby out of here. Wasn't too bad. Everything was fairly nice to get off. Yeah, roll, baby. Roll, roll. All right, that's enough. Almost forgot we got to get this distributor cap off. That'll give us just a touch more room to get the engine to rock back some. Damn, it's like fighting an octopus. So I've got it the bolts kind of on cylinders 5 and 4, whatever, favoring towards the back because the transmission is going to want to kind of pull it down some. So we'll get the cherry picker in here and start yanking, get some pressure off of the motor mount bolts real quick. This cherry picker never freaking reaches anything. One of the next videos, I'm going to be slicing and dicing, and I'm going to lengthen this bad boy because it's freaking hitting right here where the hood latch is. So I'm going to take it back out. I'm going to knock this off so I can get the cherry picker in just a little bit more. All right, so we're going to get just a little bit of tension on it. Okay. Now we're going to get down here. I know you can barely see it, but we're going to knock these motor mounts out real quick. Got one, guys. Not a very strenuous process. Got the next one out. Oh man, we are making a mess with ATF right now. Oh yeah, that looks great. Y'all look at, she's bleeding. She's not enjoying it. I think I'm gonna run out of kitty litter for this mess. All right, y'all. Crisis averted. Thought I broke my dadgum microphone for a second. Took me a minute. I had to piece it all back together, but it should be all right. All right, now that we got it up, can we push the car out from up under it? I think we can. Ow! Rust! Finger! There you go, guys. That's how to make a giant mess and pull a small block Chevy out of a piece of crap Nova. Well, guys, that's going to do it for tonight. And we'll come back tomorrow. I got some more crap I want to scavenge off of that Nova, and I'm going to fill it full of some stuff before it goes to the junkyard. I've accumulated some trash, so. But that's wasn't too bad. I just looked at the clock. It's like 7:30 right now. So 2.5 hours, something like that, to pull an engine out of a piece of crap Nova. Now, the guy who put it together, he did me a favor. Almost none of the bolts are tight. Motor mount bolts, finger tight. transmission cross member, it only had like one bolt on each side holding it in, so none of that crap was tight, so it wasn't bad. Yeah, I mean, she's gonna need some paint, a little bit of cleanup. The shift seal is leaking on the transmission, so while this is out, you know, we'll give it the old Craigslist rebuild, as Derek from Vice Grip Garage calls it. You know, we'll give her some paint, clean her up a little bit, knock the grease off of it, and get it ready for something else. Whenever the stuff out of the Nova sells, I think it's time for us to do just a little project. Now, put this bad boy in something that's worthy of it, and beat it up, cruise it around. So we'll see you guys in the morning. We're gonna be filling up the Nova full of crap, and I got a pile of crap that needs to go. So see you in just a minute. All right, y'all, back day 2. It's Sunday afternoon. I ain't got a whole lot of time, so we're gonna do this pretty quick. A couple of things I want to get out of the Nova. The MSD box, we want it. We're gonna get the rear end out of it, but first I'm gonna put it on a trailer. We're gonna get my rusty brake master off of there, because it's good. And the seat, we'll probably keep the seat. So let's jump right into it. Open up this passenger door. Can't talk today. And we'll pull out this MSD box. All right, so it looks like all we're gonna need is a Phillips head screwdriver and a pair of dikes just to start slicing and dicing. All right, got that out. All right, now we're gonna get this cheap little B&M out of here, even though it is extremely rusted up and needs to be cleaned up, but we're gonna get it. And I'll probably try to take it apart and clean it some so it works halfway decent. So it wouldn't come through the hole they cut in the floor, so luckily there's a giant hole right here where I can reach the ground. So just gonna take it apart right here, and then we'll take the bracket off of it and fish it through the hole. I'll tell you what, all that's pretty well locked up, so we're just gonna do it this way. Just gonna pull this off of there. All right, we got it, guys. Minimal aggravation, but we got it. So the next thing we want to get out of here is these seats. Well, not seats. The seat. There's only one seat, so we're gonna try to save it. I mean, not always just throw it in something later. Ugh. Looks like it's gonna be 4 9/16 bolts, and we'll get it out. Hi-ya! Whew. So for now, I think I know I've never showed you all this, but we'll store this seat in my Camaro. It's one of them forever projects. So for now, we're going to store this seat in the Camaro. I've been looking for that. Watch out, Sheila. Alright, back to the task at hand. We need to get that Nova right here. So I got a short run to throw crap in it. Alright, so I got the Nova rigged up to the truck. we're gonna snatch this turret around. Of course, y'all know it's got a freaking spool or a Lincoln locker, so I ain't pushing it. We're gonna pull it with the rig here. So the first big ticket item that we're gonna shove in the Nova is this 305 that come out of a 88 IROC. If you didn't see the original video of the Will It Run on this thing, we got it running, but the motor, it had a knock. I wound up finding a broke piston. Cam was pretty well wiped out. The oil pan was actually full of roaches. I mean, thousands of roaches. So, I mean, I'm never going to build a 305. I've got a 350 sitting right there. I've got a 6.0 for a LS sitting right there. There's a 5.3 under that trash bag. So, I mean, got plenty of engines, and we're fixing to shove the 350 from the Nova in here. So, this baby has got to go. Now, as you can tell, there's a slight ramp down, and it looks like a bobsledding ramp to me. So we're going to ramp this baby out of here and see how it lands. Hopefully it lands close to the Nova. Vines, try, cool runnings. Well, it got real close. If I'd have had the car just a little bit closer, it'd have probably yeeted itself right on in there. Saves me a lot of work. I just got to bow up on it and put it in there. Of course, you guys know I got to do YouTube stuff and have thumbnails. So I figured the coolest thing to do would be to put the engine on the roof. And now I've got it up here. Now I've got to get it down. And it was a pain to get up here, so we're just going to get on up, little doggy. Got it. That's heavy, guys. There's a fan. Froze up quadra-junk. Bent up exhaust tube. Froze up water pump. More exhaust. 305 crate. Crappy camshaft. Alright, y'all, so I got the whole family out here, but trailer has been backed up to the Nova. Now I have to use the come along to pull the Nova up on the trailer because I don't have a winch. And that's probably going to do it for today. I was hoping to pull the rear end out of the Nova, but guys, I'm running out of time. I still got to edit everything. So it's probably just going to be Nova on the trailer, halfway strapped down. Then next weekend, we'll just drop the rear end and then take it to the scrapyard. So give me a minute. I'll get it pulled up on here and get back to you. Guys, that is going to do it for this weekend's video. I didn't get everything I wanted done, completed. I got the Nova on the trailer, and I was hoping to pull the rear end out of it on the trailer, but I'm out of time. I still got to edit all of this and get it ready for y'all guys on Monday, you know. So, but you know, does it matter now? You know, all that matters is you get out here, and you get some progress towards whatever you want done.